Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to give a quick brief update on Bitcoin. As we all know, Bitcoin seems to be not doing much at the moment, and a lot of people are worried. Is this the end of the bull market? Are things not going to go any further from here? Because we hear all the time these big claims that it's going to go up to enormous amounts of money and make us all rich, but nothing seems to be happening. And what we have to remember is that we've had a big surge since the beginning of the year. You remember we were down in the low 20s, and we've surged right up to the 70s, and so we've had magnificent returns so far. The ETFs have come in and put an awful lot of money into the market, and this has obviously created a lot of anticipation of where it was going to go. Unfortunately, we've had Grayscale just bleeding away all their Bitcoin they've had. Their fees are just far too high, and they've lost a lot of clients, and people have sold their shares in Grayscale and the Bitcoin, and it's gone to the other ETFs. So why isn't it going up? This is the problem. This is what people are asking all the time. Why, if so much money is going into the space, is it not going up? And yes, if we look at the charts, and bear with me while I find the right chart here. If we look at the chart here, you can see quite clearly it's just been staying stable. It's just ranging around between 25 and ranging around in the 60s, and our price now is like the same price as it was back in May. 65 back in May, it's now 65 now as of time of recording. So it's not really doing much, and it's going up to the 70 mark, hitting 70ish, and then going back down to 65, and it's in this range. And what's generally happening is we're having the ETFs are getting all this money, but then we're having the hedge funds who are playing the system. So between the hedge funds and the ETFs, the market's being manipulated, and so they keep liquidating the longs, keep liquidating the shorts. They're doing what they call a carry trade, and they're making good profits out of this. It's stabilizing the price and not helping anybody from our point of view as investors, but from them, they're making a lot of money, and at the end of the day, that's what they've got to do, is make a lot of money. When will this change? This will change, I think, soon. And the reason I say this is because there's more money now coming into the market from other sources. It's not just going into the ETFs. We have like MicroStrategy, who have just recently announced that they're just raising 700 million. This week they will probably then put that into the market and buy more Bitcoin. MicroStrategy do this quite often. They release more debt or issue more shares, and then with that they buy more Bitcoin, and as the Bitcoin goes up in price, they can then take on more debt, or they can then also issue more shares if they want to, which again they buy more Bitcoin. So this is what they do, and with the extra money coming in from another source, it's going to help change the market a little bit. And I would say use this as an opportunity. Well, this is what I'm doing. This, of course, is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. I'm using this as an opportunity to keep stacking at the moment, because if the big companies like MicroStrategy, and then last week we saw Metaplanet, which is like an Asian Japanese version of MicroStrategy, they've started to do the same, adding Bitcoin to their treasury balance. Only very small amounts at the moment, but it's, they've got the right idea, the same as MicroStrategy. So what they're doing now is more people are looking at Bitcoin as a way of hedging against the devaluation of currencies. So of course hedge funds, they've got to make money for their investors. ETFs got to make money by their investors. So everybody's trying to make the system work for them. And the best way to really, in my opinion, is the more of us that take a little bit of Bitcoin, it removes it from them enabling them to get it, which means that ultimately, at the end of the day, the prices will go up. It's a matter of supply and demand. There's only a finite supply of Bitcoin, and there's a lot of people who still want it yet. There's not enough to go around. That's quite obvious. People are starting to wake up from it, and as soon as people start to realise that it could potentially go to larger figures, then they'll want more and more and more. So at the moment, the retail trade isn't really into the market at the moment, but I still think it's a good time. For me, I'm still buying at the moment. I'm still not buying enormous large amounts, not like MicroStrategy. I wish I was, but I'm still chipping away, still DCA in at the moment, dollar cost averaging in, and building my pot little by little, so that it will make a transformative life change to my life, and that's I think what we're all looking for, and it protects us a little bit against the devaluation of currencies. So of course this is not financial advice, this is just what I'm doing and my viewpoint on the news at the moment, and sorry for the quality not being quite so good. I'm not an expert at these videos at the moment, but I'll get another one out to you soon, and stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.